Did you hit the go live button?
What's up, everybody?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are y'all?
We got a little bit of everybody in the house tonight. These are some of the new faces that has been added to Base Wars. Some new, some been here for a couple minutes. So we figured that we would kind of reach out and bring a couple people on tonight and let you guys get a little bit more familiar with them.
Yeah, so you guys can do it. I figure if we have one person do it once a month, we get weeks off. Get like 10 weeks off. Hey, man.
Well, at least that's the way Billy wants to do it. Billy don't want to be on here, so you must have found that off onto somebody else. I'm good with this.
Right? I'm
So,
tired of fixing my hair on a Monday night, man.
I know, right?
Man, what are you watching?
Stuff.
So, anyways, I'm not trying to be rude, but if we want to kind of go through the line here, if you guys want to maybe introduce yourself, say what area you guys are going to be doing Base Wars in, and just tell them a little bit about yourself, please. I guess we can start with Jake because you're up top here.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. Jake Luke, I'm down here in the Delta and around Grenada, Mississippi, and the Memphis area, and Jackson area, stuff like that.
Arkansas. Yeah.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Do what?
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah, Arkansas too.
Do you own a shop down there? You run a shop? What do you do for?
It runs.
Yeah, I own a shop in Grenada, Mississippi called Audio Solutions.
Okay.
Yeah, we do installs and everything here. Try to at least.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's cool. Well, we appreciate you coming on board and helping out. And I know it's going to be crazy for Billy this year. He just doesn't realize that once we start having all these shows, he's going to be busy, very busy.
Right.
It'll be a change for him.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go right down to old Dano there. Here, he's next in line. So there's a couple people that might not know where you're at, Dan. So why don't you reach out?
I am in Sioux Falls, but covers South Dakota, North Dakota, and Minnesota.
So all of you guys up there in the Minnesota and South Dakota area that's been reaching out to me, holler at Dan. He's ready to rock and roll with some shows for you guys.
Yep.
Okay. Well, next is Brad.
Brad, I cover Oklahoma, some of Texas, if not all of it. Maybe parts of Kansas if Jimmy doesn't want to do a show somewhere. I don't know how far you are. I'm like Kansas border, so
You're Stillwater, right?
yeah. Kickers in my backyard, so
Right. Yeah, that's handy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you do for a living there, Brad?
I do sales and installs at Audio Midwest.
Yeah.
Awesome. 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 Okay. Melissa.
Hello.
Your turn.
I've got Alabama and Georgia, and we are building from scratch here.
Yeah.
We've had nothing so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan's
Slow
area is
starting.
the same way.
Yeah, it's slow.
Yeah.
Jake's is the same way. Jake's is the
Yeah.
same way.
I've
Jake's
had to travel
Jake's
a
really
long
rural.
way.
Huh? You're really rural.
Yeah,
That's what's
I've
so
had, to,
tough.
I've had to travel a long way to cover shows.
Right. But now half the ones that Jake's had to cover, I asked him to cover, wasn't in his area,
Yeah.
So that wasn't no fun.
I got pretty lucky when I started up here. I mean, there was no big places that had reached out to me, and I was, ready to have shows at. It took a lot of footwork and a lot of me contacting people and trying to sell them on a new organization where they didn't have to pay for, and because they got burnt out with all the other organizations, and we're not mentioning names, but having to pay them organizations to come have shows and then not seeing any return for it. That was a biggest killer of, I want to say, the car audio right now is a lot of the stereo shops and a lot of the places that used to have shows got to the point where they just didn't see it where they was getting any return or anything from having car audio shows there, except for pissing off all their neighbors and having to hear the repercussion of it for the next week because they had a car audio show. So, I mean, that's, where Base Wars, I'm a little bit biased, but that's where Base Wars, we come back in and we don't charge you to have a show. We'll come in, we'll have a show for you for free. Hey, we'll promote the heck out of you, your shop, or whatever you do.
Mhm.
We appreciate you for letting us have a show there. And, and that just, I feel it makes a big difference with everything.
Absolutely. I have a show at SKK coming up, and it's a small audio shop, and I am grateful that they are allowing us to come.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I did a little pop-up show yesterday that kind of wasn't planned, and then I've got a big show coming up in 2 weeks with another organization.
Is that a IFO?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I need to make that event, man.
Yeah, it's April 3rd.
Absolutely. Sometimes you got to stay on Billy. He gets busy and forgets.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen your show posted in a day, message him, be like, hey, Billy.
Hey, man.
Hey, Bobby, how are you, sir? Hey, Jason. Hey, everybody. Shane. Oh, 25 to life in the house. What's up?
I saw El Fuego comment a while ago.
Oh yeah, El Fuego's been in here since like 6:20. I don't understand how they're coming in so early and commented. Please let us know, how are you guys able to do that? I don't understand that.
He's got a time machine. He's going to go back and set records from 20 years ago when they were only doing 175.
Well, I mean, seriously, it was like El Fuego, and I want to say there was somebody else that commented at like 6:25, 6:29. We hadn't even started the live video, but they had already commented hi, and I don't understand how.
Yeah. Hmm. So when I started,
Somebody playing in
back
the back.
then, you guys will get a kick out of this. I sat on the phone for a week, just calling audio shops all over the southern half of the U.S., from Texas over to Miami, you know, kind of area. And
Absolutely.
without fail, everyone that I talked to, when I told them that it was free,
Hi, Robert.
it ended. They thought I was trying to scam them. Got told no. Hey.
I kind of try to bring this up because I know some of you guys don't have phones, so or on your phone, so you can see everything.
Yeah, Robert said he was working tonight. He wouldn't be able to come.
Yeah, there was a couple of the other judges that we really wanted to get on here. Well,
Yeah, Jordan had a date. Jet may pop in.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at 3 different screens. You got one that's got your camera or your phone if you're using like a mount like I do, and then I've got my TV set up where I'm looking at the live Facebook and the live YouTube stream, trying to catch all the comments. So yeah, it gets interesting.
Watching the news, man. How'd you watch TV?
Well, technically, yeah, I'm watching the big TV, but like I said, I got I got everything sitting up on there, so that's the easy way to do it, man.
Well, you
Right?
need to set a camera up on top of your TV so you can stream from there and not even have to use your phone, sir.
No, the webcam I have sucks. It's like literally 15 years old.
They've gotten pretty cheap, believe it or not. I actually picked up I got a Logitech that I use right now. I think I paid $60 for.
You say I've been looking at like the Logitech 920 and a couple others like that price range between like 60 and $100 or so. If
I
anything
use
more
the
than that, you're just kind of wasting it. You're not using all the features on it. So
I used that 920 for a long, long time, man.
it's
Yeah.
a good cam.
Went out to New Mexico. Something happened. I
Thank
don't know
you,
if it was
Dwight.
the heat or what, but after I come back from New Mexico, it would just let too much light in and it would never work.
You better be, Jason.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jason's going to have some work to do. He just doesn't understand it.
He needs. He's been talking about planning a show at his shop too
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Where is his shop?
in Norman,
In Norman, yeah.
down by where Import Face Off is.
Yeah, I've stayed there before. That's Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auto accessories.
The first show that I had up at your shop, your shop or the shop you work at, was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For being our first time up there. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, you had that. You did that show, the King of the Streets at Thunder Valley before mine, which I'm doing that in May of this year.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Those are the 2 baseboards that have been here.
I'm sure there are going to be plenty more to come too.
Oh yeah, there are. Works.
I'm surprised there ain't more shows up there in Memphis, Jake. There's not.
Yeah, there's really not. Jerry Peak does a lot of shows up towards the Memphis area up there. There's not a lot of places that you don't have to pay and rent, you know.
Right.
I don't know. And the law's so strict around here that I've had them called here to my store before because I was testing out equipment, you know, tuning an amp or something like that. The law would come in my own store here, you know, be like, we got a loud noise complaint. I'm like, I am an audio shop. I've actually sold the police stereo equipment here when they came to get on to me.
Well, that's good, right?
Tommy Jordan's on the date tonight.
I was doing some testing and tuning with a teammate 2 weekends ago in my driveway, and one of my neighbors called like, "Oh, we got a complaint of loud music coming from this purple truck, my truck." I'm like, "No, actually, it's this one. We're doing some testing and tuning for a show." He's like, "Oh, I don't care. I'm not going to write you a ticket. Just as long as they don't want to sign a complaint."
Well, I mean, I went and met all of my neighbors in this strip mall. Everyone here knew what I was doing when I opened the store 2 years ago. They knew, but
We had
just-
that issue a few years ago at our store. There was a barber shop that
Well, see, I'm lucky down here in Kansas because we don't have noise ordinances down here. The
we
best,
here with being a college town.
they'll
the
put
best
you
they
in
can do
jail.
down
put
here
your car
is
in
they
jail.
have to go to the courthouse and they have to go to court and actually sign a petition, and they can get me for disturbing the peace. But by the time they waste all that time and money, it's going to be like a $75 to $100 charge for me.
Yeah.
So I laugh at them. I was like, the cops know my name so much they will literally pull up behind my yard or behind my Tahoe, turn on the loudspeaker like, "Jimmy, please turn off your stereo. I'm tired of getting calls." And I'm like, "All right, such and such. Have a nice day," and they'll drive up the street.
Right.
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of places in Memphis we could go, but problem is I don't have time to go up to Memphis and spend a day or two. It's an hour and a half one way. By the time I get up there, I don't know where to go for one, and I don't know how their laws are in Memphis. I do know that we used to meet up at the Bass Pro Shop up there, but every time I pull up with my purple blazer, y'all may remember, I'd play one song, and the neighborhood 2 blocks over would be calling the police on us.
Yeah,
So it's hard
absolutely.
to say.
We get a lot of Dan Current down here with him and his stupid stunt wall. So I'm sure you all have heard Dan and his stupid stunt wall. I love Dan to death. He's my Pookie Bear, but damn it, him and that stunt wall, sometimes I want to shove it. Yeah. But he
That's
comes to
like-
a lot of my shows and just purposely turns it right towards me so I can't hear nothing. I have to literally go over there and turn his shit off just so I can talk on the microphone.
Right.
All right. The answer to Robert is the only thing we have currently is Seaport. And that's April the 9th.
Connie,
College
you're welcome
is
to
pretty
get a hold of me.
close too.
Yeah, Connie, you're welcome to get a hold of me about that Memphis track. I mean, we're glad to come up there and host a show. Or at least I'm glad to.
Right.
Absolutely. Reach out. I'm sure they all have plenty of time and
Yeah.
energy for all that.
Yeah, you're welcome to PM. Anybody that wants to do a show, welcome to PM, and we can try to figure it out.
Between everybody that we have, I feel that we're at the spot now where we can pretty much cover almost the whole 50 state area. 51, 52, whatever. So,
There's some spaces to the left of you guys that get
David Lowe.
tough. There's some people wanting us to come up to one of them states that's real close to Washington in the upper left corner, but Dan doesn't get very good fuel mileage, so you can't fit everything in that Festiva.
Yeah, I can strap the.
I can try.
No, no, I can't actually. I'm not going to do that anymore. I drove it a couple days ago. It had a tick, so it probably isn't going to get driven much this year. It'll get rebuilt.
Oh, that's sad.
It'll be,
Hey, Jay Graham, just holler
it'll
at
be
me.
better.
I'm always open to have shows in Wichita, and I've got a lot of friends up there, so
How far are you from Wichita, Jimmy?
about 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, about the same as me.
I got a lot of friends and people up there. That's where my son-in-law come from, is Wichita area. Well, a little farther out, sorry. But Robert Van Hoy. Sorry. I'm trying to watch like 3 live streams here. I think there's going to be a pretty decent amount of us at Slam this year. I don't know who all is going to pitch in and help, but
I think Jordan and his woman's going.
I'm
You
trying
and
to
your
go.
woman, I'm sure.
I'm trying
This
to go.
is potential.
I'm gonna try. I'll have to look at some.
Uh,
If my wife can get off, we'll go.
Slamology and Scraping the Coast are like annual events for me now.
I know I'll be
I'll
at
be at
scraping.
scraping. I don't know about going to Slamology this year. If somebody wants me to go, I'll go. But I don't want to drive my Sequoia at these gas prices.
Man,
no doubt.
I'm gonna be towing a vehicle up there, so I definitely understand.
Oh, well, my Toyota didn't like it up there. Not at all. It was hot.
Let's just
Well-
all pitch in and get a tow company to haul all our vehicles at one time.
Right?
Billy had to come up here and flex with his damn brand new Dodge that he bought, and Jimmy just wanted to have one, so I went and bought one. But I bought the gasser, and it's retarded. I mean, seriously, I can't keep up with the damn gas mileage.
If I'm not pulling the trailer and I'm just driving a truck and I baby it, I can get 22 miles a gallon. And the further I go north, the better fuel mileage I get.
Kevin,
now,
I'm in,
I think
Kevin,
gas.
I'm in Grenada, Mississippi. I don't know. I got sundown, all kind of stuff, man. You're welcome. You're welcome to PM me anytime, man.
Gas prices are crazy. Absolutely. I'm trying to keep up with these comments.
By then,
because
there'll be
so
waiting.
many of them at this point.
By then, gas will be back to $2 a gallon.
Please, 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 I beg, please go back to $2 a gallon. Fuck.
Right?
Yeah, I'd like to fill up the Festivo with less than $10 again.
And I'm like, it's gonna cost me $500 just in fuel and hotel to go down there.
Yeah. I remember when it was 99 cents a gallon, when it was 89 cents a gallon. Yes, I'm old and I'm showing my age there, but yes, when you could buy a pack of cigarettes for 99 cents, damn it. What the hell have
We
we
used to have
become?
cigarette machines on the sidewalk where you can walk up, put money in, and pull the little thing.
Boy,
Right.
I mean, what has life become?
We were
It's
talking about this.
ridiculous.
I still remember full service
Hey,
gas.
Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
We still got 2 of those here, full service.
Dang.
Yeah. We have a couple of them around here, but you don't want to have full service. Oh, we got Mr. Barber in the house.
Hey.
What's up, Steve?
We out here shitting on him all day, every day.
My kid was looking up shitting on him on Amazon yesterday.
It was funny. Probably for the first 2 years, I used to wear the sweatshirt to work, and everybody was just like, it was like, shotting on him, shotting on him, and they kept trying to phrase it and put it together. And my dumb ass had to point it out. No, it's shitting on him, and they was like, "You can't wear that to work no more." I was like, "Damn it, damn it!" I had to open my mouth.
I was shitting on him t-shirt to work one day. My boss was like, "What's that say?" I was like, "Shitting on him." The customers might take that offensive. You can't wear it anymore.
Well, I'm
Don't
done
wear a
with
red
that.
shirt to work either, man. I'm colorblind. I can't see that.
Steve Barber.
I love Steve and Hammy. Them are my boys.
Steve, are y'all coming to finals this year?
I don't know, actually. I haven't talked to either one of them about that.
It's been 4 years or so since I've seen them out there.
At which finals?
USAC.
Usaki this weekend.
And I'd really like to come.
I will be there this weekend. Come down, Billy. Fly down.
Hotel.
Fly down and I'll pick you up.
Right?
You can sleep in a bed with me. Come on. You can snuggle. Hey. I mean,
I
Don't worry,
really,
man. Jimmy likes the little spoon.
hey, who you call little, damn it? It's this weekend, Steve Barber. USAC finals this weekend in Lawton, Oklahoma.
yeah, I'd like to go.
Our
Bill
finals
Frost-
is going to be October 1st
Yeah, October 1st.
at every location. And Brad, honestly, if you don't want to have finals because you're still just trying to get everything up and running, and the same with you, Dan, you guys can come down here and have finals with me if you would like. I mean, because half of your competitors, Dan, are my competitors.
Half of mine are probably from Omaha and half are up here. Yeah.
So I
It's
mean,
kind of a
you guys,
weird setup.
if you guys would like, I mean, you guys feel free to just come down here and have your finals down here. You know, it might even make it a little easier that way too. But I mean,
the guys goes this year and see if we want to do a finals up here this year or not, or wait till next year.
well, I mean, I'm just kind of throwing that out there. So you guys,
Right.
you know, you always have that option. Anytime you'd like to just come down here, feel free to come down here and have finals down here.
And then I guess me and you are going to have to talk about next year, since you said the kicker show this year is yours.
The kicker show is mine, buddy. I love you, but back off my kicker show. Just like I had to tell Dan 712 Boom is my show. Back off. I love y'all, fuckers, but come on.
Jimmy drives 400 miles to get to that show. I drive a little over an hour. But it's Jimmy's
yeah.
show. It's in Iowa. It's in Jimmy's backyard. However, Dakota Dunes, which technically is at mile marker number 2 in South Dakota, there might be a show that same Saturday or Sunday just to give everybody who shows up there a chance at double points that weekend.
Base Wars don't do double points.
They do if you only have to drive 5 miles to physically get to another show. They get 10 points at yours. They get 10 points at mine. That's double points the way I count them.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Absolutely. I didn't think about that.
Hey, y'all want to hear some good news? I think next year I'm going to do away with points altogether. We don't even get points. Don't even need points. What you think?
If you're a member, you're welcome to finals.
No. If you're a member and you get 5 shows in your class, you can come to finals.
I actually like that.
Kind of works the same way.
I really actually
It's
do
the same
like that, to be truthful with you. It makes it easier on you too.
Right. That way people don't have to, how many points do I have? They know if they got 5 shows or not, you know?
Yeah, okay. I wish. I wish, Alfonso. I wish.
Well, you do have like 9 or 10 bedrooms, right?
5.
Yeah.
It
You
happens.
can put a hammock in the tree.
No, I literally have 5 bedrooms. Now, 2 of them have become storage rooms because it's just me and my wife in this big ass house. But yeah, I got 5 bedrooms. And one has been turned into the granddaughter's room, of course. So that one's off limits to everybody.
David, you want to be a member of what? Base Wars? You just have to pay at one of the shows to get your membership, or you can go online at Base Wars. And I think, Billy, do you sell the memberships online, Billy?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There it is.
pay the money.
Or
and
just
there you
text
go.
me and cash out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Only like $500 to be a member, but we got a special running. It's only $25.
$5.
Jason, you'll have to sign in my special page a little later on tonight. My wife would kill
Buy
all
you a
of
sticker
us.
when you're on there, David. That way you get an extra point when you go to the shows.
Right?
Absolutely. With having that extra sticker and actually demoing
Demo.
out in the crowd.
That's
Actually
right.
get you extra points at every show. 100%.
Hey, that's 13 points. Last time I
That's
looked,
right.
that was 4 shows you have to attend to make the 50. So
Yep.
Right. We're going to just take advantage of them, Dan. We're going to make them get 5 shows.
5 shows
Make it
isn't
be like
bad.
60 points, right?
I keep waiting on somebody
And
to knock
again,
on
5
my
shows
door
isn't
for
bad. That's
me.
one a month.
We're not going to tell them that. We're going to keep that on the download.
It'd be nice if.
Yeah, it would be. And it's coming, but I will tell you that I am
gonna
not
happen.
that much of a coder, but I have been working on it. The coder is in the website.
Maybe if this thing that you're working on comes into play, it'll make life easier for everybody. 100%.
Jason, it depends which leg you show. I mean, if you show the good one, yeah, we could work with something.
Hey man, he
I
got
have taken his leg and ran around with it, so that's not true.
I took it at one show that we were at, and I was going to auction it off at one show. It was up to like $50, but I think he actually had the winning bid at the time, so it didn't make sense.
We put it on his car, and actually, believe it or not, when I took it off and set it on top of it, he has a prosthetic leg for everybody that don't know. I had taken it off and set it on top of his car. He actually gained like a tenth with it sitting on top of his
right.
car.
That's why he puts it
Yeah,
up.
it was silly as hell, but it was funny at that point.
Jimmy, wasn't that the spring show where it was snowing out down there? And oh, where was that? It was somewhere outside of Kansas City or St. Louis. No, it was Kansas City somewhere. It was snowing one day. It was a 2-day event.
Yeah,
You were playing Sirius XM, and you were still doing like 158, 159 out of the Nitro.
yep, absolutely, yes, sir. I got that thing up to 164 before I sold it.
There you go.
I got bored with it.
Playing Pandora and cracked the windshield on my demo.
Yep, you're right. You still owe me for a window, damn it. I was playing Pandora at Wake the Dead because my head unit actually messed up on me and I couldn't play the USB drive or anything else like that. And Brad was like, I want to demo it, I want to get in. And I turned
I
that
need a
shit
USB.
up. I've always used USB, but for some silly reason that weekend, it decided it didn't want to work. My Bluetooth stopped, my USB stopped, no matter what I did. Plugged the phone in, nothing. It didn't work.
I lost
But-
my USBs when I sold my Blazer.
But for some reason, my Pandora would work if I Bluetooth it. That was the only thing that worked.
Jake, I hadn't seen that Blazer yet.
He hadn't really done anything with it. He works at that casino, and he said his area got flooded real bad down there, so he hadn't been able to get it out. I got my bass knob in the mail today from him, but hell, I done already built another one.
Yeah.
And I went up there one time and added an amp to it. I don't even think he's really tuned it yet.
Dang. It's been
That's
about 3 or 4 months, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
El Fuego.
Been a while. Because it was warm the day I met you over there.
Yeah, it's been a while. Because I got the new Trailblazer, stripped it down, rebuilt it, and it took forever to get my nightshades in, to get those NS5s. It took forever. But I got those and amps and everything. Mine's playing now, but I don't know. I ask him all the time. He just doesn't mess with it that much, I don't guess.
Y'all, this is a nice Blazer. What's got 4 18s?
Mine had 615s.
The one he had is it 615s?
Mhm.
One he's got?
No, the one I've got now has 415s. The one I had was 615s.
Yeah, so the one he's got in here. It's got 6.
Who, mine? My old one?
Yeah,
Yeah, my old one had 615s.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something to be sitting in the yard and not be seen at all these shows,
Had that brand new $10,000 paint job on it too.
Right.
My build has been planned for close to a year, and it is finally, my box is being designed right now.
Is that a Kia Soul behind you?
Who's designing your box?
That is
Drew.
a Kia Soul. That's a
Who'd
Kia
you-
Soul
who'd you
behind
say
you,
was
Brad.
designing your box?
Yeah, Drew. He knows.
Is that a Kia Soul, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a design made by Drew right now for 16.8 for mine.
That's not, the build's not going in that. Oh,
Hard to get the voltage up on it.
I'm doing 12 L7X15s.
Baseaholics for the win, baby.
And
Yes. And the purple one, the one you just got wrapped. I love that thing.
Damn, it's daylight there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, the sun just went down. It's starting to get dark here.
it's an
Barely.
Expedition 12 L7X15 fourth.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to put the 12 regular L7s in my little van.
Are you gonna do it?
Jake mails me that amp behind him.
You need to get you one of them new amps they're coming out with.
Well,
Deviant for life is in the house. What's up?
Right?
He said, "You're welcome."
Mm.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
yes,
whole,
that's what you just heard. Billy absolutely said that, El Fuego.
yes, you did, El Fuego. 12 L7X15s in an expedition. The build, when it's all said and done, the truck will be a full Solo X family build.
What was that family name I heard?
The Kia Soul, that's a family mobile, so it's not getting anything stupid in it.
The
Yeah,
big.
Drew's building me a box for 16.8 for mine right now. We're designing it.
Man.
There's some stuff I can't say anything about that I've heard of some stuff, and there's some stuff that I haven't heard of yet. But
I have literally got a customer pulling up to my door right now. Hang on a minute. No, it's Heath. Hold on.
I'll be back in a second, y'all. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute.
Excuse me for a second, guys. Dadgummit.
You can't go nowhere.
Hmm.
All right, Melissa, it's your time.
Right?
Your time to shine. Let's go.
What do y'all want to know about me?
Well, I mean, anything that you're willing to share with the viewers. How about that?
There is something I am willing to share with my Base Wars people. My car will be coming back out on April the 2nd at the SKK show. Finally got the battery in it. I'm about ready to bring it back out. And it is going to be Base War logoed out.
Oh, that's right. That is very cool.
What do you have in it?
It's two X15s in a wall on two Crescendo 55s.
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice.
I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen the Sequoia. It's got 215s in there, right?
Two 18s.
18s, yeah. And so, yeah, I haven't seen it.
So yes, I have a special Base Wars mobile coming out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, no, that's a 16K, David. Behind Jake right now. That's one of Stephen Duncan's, right? 16.
The Base Wars, I'm gonna need some.
Yeah, it was one. Yeah, that's one I bought. I bought back from a while
purple-
when he sold his.
decals for my truck.
You just came back in late in your sentence there, Brandon. What'd you say? Or Brad, sorry.
I said, speaking of Base Wars, I'm gonna need some satin or matte purple decals for my truck.
Yeah. Need to get
I think we might have somebody that could do that for you. I'll give you his PM later on.
some.
Talking about.
Yeah, I got a 60-inch cutter, so we can kind of cut whatever we need. I had to find some purple, but
I told him I'm waiting for that big, huge Base Wars sign to go down the side of my wrap. We've talked about that for like, I don't know, 2 years, I think.
right.
A friend of mine in Pennsylvania made me some decals. They'll be in Wednesday. I've got some that match the wrap. I've got 2 purple kicker decals coming, and a couple other certified box and a locally painted.
I've been trying to get some of them shitbox ones for mine. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I made some. I don't know what you want as far as what they look like, but I made
The
some.
new one my daughter made for me this weekend is amazing. I can't wait to put it on my vehicle. It's a very funny one. I took it off the Oklahoma page, I think. Brad,
That's probably the one I posted.
don't
put
say nothing. Don't
earlier.
say nothing. It probably is, but don't say nothing. I copied it and had my daughter make that for me, and I'm putting it on each window of my Tahoe.
Yeah, I posted mine earlier today. I'm doing like a 12-inch certified ship box. I think the locally hated is 10 or 12 inches, and then the kicker ones are like 2 inches tall, 12 inches long.
Absolutely, but no, I think it is the one that you posted on that team chat there.
Yeah, it said certified
Yeah,
and certified. Yeah.
something. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
All right.
Bit of resume.
Seriously, what do you mean by that?
I
You're
think he
an
spelled Miller Lite wrong.
Yeah.
right?
Now,
You're,
host with a
you're
person.
now hosting with a personality. That's rude.
All
How rude. Post pics of what, Bobby? That's
Kentucky
messed
Base
up.
Wars.
Hold
I
on.
don't know if we
I
have
did.
anybody there. We got Alan Schaefer. I don't know if he's going to be any. I don't know the area that well, so I don't know if that's close to him or not. Kentucky.
Who's doing callers?
That's
Rob.
technically Jordan. If I don't come up there, I'll probably go with him.
Me and Billy are talking about him coming up for IFO.
Yeah.
Well, light time. Well, you see that. It's always Miller Lite in the house.
I got some fourth banquet in the fridge too.
Brad, how long does it take you to get to Dallas?
3.5, 4 hours.
Had a lot of interest there.
I've messaged some people down there about getting some shows set up, like Chevy Black and stuff.
Mhm.
You and me both. I've had actually. Well, I actually turned you on to the one person that wanted to do something down there with the school. Billy.
Ronnie, yeah.
Ronnie, yeah. And I've had probably 3 or 4 other people, which is really weird. Kind of when I first started out, everybody thought I was just going to go everywhere. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. I can't do that. It's no. no.
I'm trying to
See?
talk to Roger about Crossfire, but I don't know if he would.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt everybody, but El Fuego is right. Right. He gets it right there. That's right.
Right.
Sorry. No,
We got invited to that event.
yeah,
we got invited to that Crossfire event, but then we got uninvited.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't Roger. Apparently, the person they have doing it is a DB drag judge.
From what I've heard, he works for Roger.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
But anyway, who was the guy? Jared Willis got us. We thought we were in and it was done.
Yeah.
It was going to go, but
Yeah,
prior to, then it turned out we couldn't go. And I think they told USAC not to come as well.
Yes, absolutely. There's only going to be just in 2 organizations.
Just
DB Drag.
Just DB Drag.
No, I think there's one other, but it's like a local one, I think.
Oh, okay. But that's the reason I started an interest of different places in the Dallas area, because if we can't go there, go somewhere,
Really, Jason? You're about right, though, because Drew loves White Claw.
Hey, guys, I got to go, man. I'll see y'all next time.
All right.
Going, Jake?
Yeah, thanks for having us on, man.
We'll talk to you later
tonight.
I appreciate it, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Everybody hit up Jake if you want to have a show down there.
Do what?
I just told everybody to hit you up if they wanted to have a show down there.
Definitely. See y'all later.
Down there, whatever. Sorry.
Oklahoma, Dallas, same way. Y'all want to have a show? Hit me up.
I love Jared. Jared's amazing, but it is what it is. I want to say Jared's actually taken the best videos of my Tahoe to date.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were
Did you
pretty
see the
close
one I
there.
put up today of Brett's vehicle?
Yes, that was pretty amazing.
Really, I was playing with the SSA meter, but I posted up another video of about 4 of them using that SSA meter. I like it. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Never know.
I'm just scared we're going to lose it.
Oh, I know. The first time I used it, she and I were in Dublin. Is it Dublin or Dublin? Georgia.
Dublin.
And
Dublin.
man, so we used it alongside the Term Lab to just kind of compare. And man, after it was gone, I was like, man, I don't even remember who or what vehicle it was. Luckily she remembered, and she went and got it back.
October 1st
Yeah.
in your area. That's all I can say. Depends on where you're at, and I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know
Well,
exactly.
he's
where you're
in South Florida, and that'd be Robert. But we only have a few members there, so it just depends on if they become members and stuff down there. But I'm sure Robert finds somewhere. We've been talking about it. We just find him somewhere.
at.
Right, Bubba. DB Drag got on our weekend, so we announced it many months before they did. They just chose our weekend for some reason, but we don't have that many crossover competitors, so we're not worried about it.
A couple. It's not the big end of the world, so we don't mind.
Yeah, ours was like the 22nd or 23rd of December, I think we announced it, and they announced theirs like 2.5 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. You know how many messages I got over that? Why are you guys having your finals on the same weekend?
Yeah, it's like, no, we're not.
We actually announced our finals months upon months ago.
But I don't feel bad, Adam. Look, because I reached out to most everybody. When's your finals? Whatever, trying to figure it out, and people just wouldn't respond. So you can't just dodge every show. So there's only in the time frame in that time of year. There's only 8 weekends. What most people consider the end of the year before it gets too cold.
Absolutely, Bubba. We don't care. Honestly, we don't care. We're not here to bash any other organization or anything else. Huh?
He's saying he can't do both.
Oh, he's saying he can't do both. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Right, you just got to choose.
That's not true, Rob. We actually did post it up on the page. Or Billy did, sorry.
Well, I don't remember when but it don't matter. I mean,
it was before Christmas. It was the 22nd or 23rd of December because it was either my mom's birthday or the day right beforehand.
Yeah.
It
was before Christmas.
Matter. I mean, like I was saying, Wayne's not going to take the time, just like I'm not going to do it again anymore. I'm not going to take the time to scan for every show across the country, and I'm sure Wayne doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We're not here to step on anybody else's toes. We're here to have fun. Choose what you guys want to choose, and let's have fun.
Right. Like I said, we only have a few crossover people. So
seriously, I mean, when it comes to that, and I've said it for almost 3 years. Almost, we're getting close to that 3-year mark, Billy. Base Wars is here to have fun, to bring the fun back to the lanes, as I always say.
Yeah, the most I hate that because I would have liked to have gone to it. I think it'd be a fun show to go to, just like I want to go to USACs.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
I'm going to USAC.
The most fun that year I ran with Kicker, going to all the finals. That was a blast.
And Kicker's sponsoring USAC finals this year.
Yeah, they do every year.
They have for the last 6 or 7 years, actually.
Yeah, Bill Frog came by the shop this evening. Him, Jeremy Brown, Chase, Tim. I don't know, several of them are going down there.
Right.
They've got the Fiat done. They've got a quad.
I'm sorry, Bubba.
Talking to bringing it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to shut up now.
Right. Hey, who knows? Maybe Alan will find somewhere in that Kentucky area that he may
actually have. I think it's longer than that. 25 to life. I think Billy's on his 6th or 7th year now, right?
We kind of kicked off in 2016, but we didn't do a lot for a couple years.
It happens. Sorry, just trying to read some of the comments. Come on, guys. Everybody don't be quiet at once here.
Right?
Dan O'Brien sitting there.
Not being quiet, looking up the date. And it was actually the 22nd of December that we announced it.
Actually, it was before that. It
But
was
yeah, it was
November.
before that. It posted on the page then, but yeah, I think you and Jimmy actually announced it a week or two before that,
About a month before that,
or
I
a
think.
month before, because I thought it was right around Thanksgiving myself. But
It is what it is, but yeah,
Yeah,
we're not going to harp on that. But thank you
Oh,
for
well.
that info.
Adam, I can't help you with that unless you show up. They'll make a little drive west this year.
Absolutely.
Come back to where I first saw you.
Right? No, this is the one I wanted to post.
right?
Someone's calling you out, Melissa.
I actually
That's
don't
fine.
have a job right now. Base Wars is what I'm doing.
Right? She's a little bound up right now because
She's in
don't
between.
have her stuff for her yet, right? So really, for a little while, when she's kind of bound by when I can be there, and
Yeah.
but after that, she'll be strolling like everybody else.
Yeah,
We
Eddie
found
can-
out real quick I can't set up the big tent by myself.
Yeah,
I am way too short, way too small.
Hey,
You've
trust
got to
me.
give me a small one.
I've set it up once by myself. It is unbearable. You need help. I don't care who you are, how tall you are, how much you need help. Trust me, you need help.
right.
The thing's heavy.
It's
Well,
like
it's
being-
not that. It just takes multiple people to be able to bounce it open and then set it up and click it in the spot. It's
I
crazy.
tell you what I do is I get in the center and I kind of bounce it on my back, and when I get it kind of close, I hurry over to the side and I just push up. Once you get one of those posts locked in, you can do the rest of them. But getting it to that point, especially if it's a new tent, whew, that's tough.
Wow, the comments are just rolling through here.
I think
Sorry.
I had the tent that you were going to get, Melissa, but it worked out because it matches my truck.
I'm so jealous of all of you guys' tents. I have the plain old black one from like 2 years ago, and you guys got these fancy purple whatever. It's not fair.
Hey, mine broke my toe the other day when I unloaded it out of the truck.
Right, I saw that.
That
Oh,
was
no.
karma. That was karma for you taking my tent.
I took
Yep. I actually do need a smaller one because I plan on doing more shows at like small parking lots at audio shops. I don't really need a big one anyway. So I think it'll be best for me.
I started off getting the bigger ones really just for show, you might say, to be a nice display, to get me going. But now we could step back a little bit if we wanted to. If somebody'd rather a 10 by 10, definitely easier to carry, lighter, easier to set up, cheaper,
And y'all got to think, I'm trying to do this in a base rig too. I really don't want to pull a trailer behind me.
Right,
the 10 by 20.
right.
I'm already loaded. We got to make room for me.
Yeah, Adam's right. Sometimes you're absolutely. That's why I set up like barriers all the way around my tent so people won't walk inside. It's like, nope, stay back. Sorry, not trying to be rude, but stay
Right.
back. Yes, Gary, he's been talking about this for like the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Would that be like
it's a little time still. Probably, it's probably a solid year for me to get that out because it'll be totally different people doing it. it'll be me to start, and then and I'll just start trying to grow judges like that because they can't leave that tent from running SPL lanes and go judge.
We do a lot of SQ builds at our Edmond shop. I bet I can talk one of the guys into helping me do some SQ classes down here when we bring them out.
Yeah. So it's going to take a little bit to get it going, but I'm an SQ guy at heart, so I want that bad. But business wise, it just isn't easy to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to do both, obviously, because I'm like Billy. I like both. I want the mids, the highs, the crisp, but
For now, that could be
you can't do both. You
with the
can't.
Demo Dominator class, wouldn't it?
What's that?
Sort of.
For right now, be rolled in with like Demo Dominator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
yeah.
kind of, yeah.
It depends. So the judges are just people in the crowd, right?
Yes.
They can't really judge an SQ like you would, and it depends totally on what they like. If you like to have your head beat in, then somebody with 2018s is going to win.
Yeah.
But if you like to have that hair on your arm stand up,
Right.
you find an SQ guy that's going to win that,
Let's beat this dead horse into the ground one more time. Never, never, never,
Well,
never,
Like I say,
never.
I wouldn't say never, but probably
I'm
not.
saying
Not
never.
happening, Bo.
Never. No,
No.
absolutely not. Stop it. I will get you on the team tonight. Stop it. No.
I like the clamp thing, but business
Yes
wise,
and no. I mean,
we have every other org that clamps. I just don't see that we need to.
the people don't understand sometimes, and it's not often at my shows, but sometimes when you have to go to a show and set up the everything and then run the classes and then have to go out there and clamp classes, it's going to take like 3 and 4 and 5 hours to run like 12 people through the lanes.
Hey man, I sat at the
it's
USAC
ridiculous.
finals and watched them try to clamp some guy for an hour.
Yeah, I mean seriously, I've been at the USAC, I've been at Midwest SPO, I've seen it happen at all different organizations. And if you want to clamp, throw your own fluke meter in the back to see what power you do. I mean seriously, let's go there. Put your own clamp, put your own meter back there if you want to see what power you're actually doing. We don't
Oh, no,
care.
listen, hold on now. It's a cool thing to say, okay, who can be loudest with 3,000 watts? That I think that's a very cool thing.
I mean, but you go to his comment right there. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I mean, there's a lot of the very, very dedicated people from in between here that actually like that. But
I had this
I mean, it
conversation
gets
on some chat somewhere, and see, so chasing the clamp numbers is the new fun. Well, it could also just as easily, once somebody sells you this, clamping or let's see, chasing numbers with a certain number of inches of cone area could be the new fun. It just depends. That's all marketing. Wayne come up with a clamp meter to hook to his term lab and sold it to every org out there, right? And it took off. So it's just marketing. And that's just the fad right now.
I mean, but it goes back to the whole cheater amps, and this guy has got an amplifiers that says it's a 7,000, but it does 9,000 on the clamp.
Right. But
and then we have to add a bunch more rules.
3,000, no matter what his 10,000 watt amp does. So the clamp really makes things fair in that respect. But what I'm saying is they're going to compare watts, and that's fine. We compare inches of cone and port area. It's just two different things. I like the clamp. I like what they do, right? It's just for us in business, it ain't smart right now.
I've had more people complain about not having the clamp, but once they get into that class and they see between the port and the power that you've got it broken down into a pretty mathematical
right
or function region, whatever. I'm sorry. But it's just it works. It really does. I mean, seriously, I've seen quite a few people complain about it, and when they get in the lanes and they figure out everything, it works, and it's just
And
it's there.
and really those power numbers that I have, they're counting on rise. That's the reason I don't worry about the case value of an amplifier, because most of them aren't going to do case value after rise. You know?
Well, that's
Right.
the thing. I see it as it makes you choose your amp, with more wisdom, because you're trying to find efficiency.
Well, like I
Yeah.
say,
Mm,
efficiency wins in the clamp game too. So
efficiency is key in the clamp game.
I like the
Absolutely.
clamp, but
Absolutely.
I just don't. It's just not for us. Not for us right now.
A clamp is nice when you are a dedicated and crazy competitor, because you can clamp your power and you can see your voltage and your amperage and get all the infinite amount of data that you want. However, as been said in many times, especially by myself and Jimmy, I don't want to be telling that one guy who spent $500 on his XYZ amp that it's a 3K amp, and when I clamp it, that he's only getting 650 watts because it's
I mean,
it's
Adam
not
said it
built right.
perfectly right there.
I'd rather see him buy a nice Synergy amp or a nice Crossfire amp or a nice Sundown amp. I'd rather see something like that. So to go up and tell your brand new competitor who's at his first show that, yeah, man, I'm sorry, your amps, they suck.
Right. Well,
Not the right thing to do business wise, and certainly not the right thing to do and tell him that he just wasted or she wasted an entire week's paycheck on an amp that
look,
just isn't going to cut it for him in that class.
I
every
tell it.
every amp is going to be that way as
But-
far as when.
Very true.
It's all a speaker and impedance rise is what it is.
Impedance, right?
Very
You're
true.
absolutely-
You know,
I tell everybody all the time, if you want to get loud, it starts with your electrical and then your box. I don't
Yeah.
care what type of speakers, what type of amplifier, your electrical and your enclosure.
right.
That is 100% key. If you have a box that was built for your brother or your homeboy or your cousin or your aunt or your sister's car, and you put it in yours and run it, it's going to be different between your electrical, the subs, there's so many different factors in there, and people don't understand that. Oh, well, he ran it over here and it did a 55 in his car. I have the same car, it should do the same numbers. No. You have different speakers, different amplifier, different alternator, different head unit, different everything.
That's like I had a full Crossfire build last year in my C-Pillar and my Explorer. Me and Drew designed a fourth. I had a pair of XSV 315s on an XT6K on a 90 amp hour C-Max, charging at 15.8, and I clamped like 3,200 watts out of that amp after rise.
Mm-hmm. I mean, people get their feelings hurt when they clamp, and I've said that for years. You want to piss somebody off, put a clamp on their actual amplifier.
Yeah.
Their amplifier says it's a 10,000 watt amplifier, but between impedance and everything else, they're only getting 2,000 watts out of it. What are you going to do? You're going to hurt their feelings and make them so mad where they're ready to go back and headhunt the people that they bought it from.
That's key to a clamp. See, whereas we go by face value, right? See, if they used a clamp, they can buy a 15,000 watt amp to clamp 3 and max out that. That's where, because they know they're not going to get 15, right?
Sandbagging.
They can't play in a 3,000 watt class. They have to play in a 15,000 watt class to get 3 or 5 or whatever.
Right.
So
it's hard though. I mean, seriously, when you come right down to it, I've seen 3,000 watts do 9,000 watts, and I've seen a 9,000 watt do a 3,000 watt. Yep. So I mean, I've seen every aspect of it when it really comes down to it.
That's
How
like
can you judge? You
Yeah.
can't. I mean, unless that company has really great R&D behind it and they 100% stand behind the product that they're putting out, it's hard. And I mean, even if they do that, each build is different between the power, the head unit, the RCAs.
It's
I
it's
mean, it's
it's
hard.
really rare for an amplifier of say rated whatever to put out that power with impedance rise. It's really rare. But
Like-
some companies will change the value on their website so that
Yeah.
they'll put people in particular classes. And I'm not saying that you buy a 3,000 watt B2 and say that don't put out 5,000 because that happens. But most of the time, with impedance rise, is not going to happen. And most manufacturers, if they're reputable at all, they're not going to build an amplifier and put 2K on it and it be a 5K amplifier.
None,
They're
Jessica.
just not going to do it. For one, why would that be hard sell? If it is, they're only doing that for a niche, and then they're just dishonest. So,
That's like that
doesn't
XT.
happen very often. Most of the manufacturers are pretty straight up, I think.
It's done 10K on a clamp before, and it's done 3K on a clamp before. It's all about rise.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's the biggest difference that people
All about
don't
that speaker that
understand.
you put on it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've clamped 1,400 watts out of a 3K that I've got right now, but
Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, I like the clamp. Two things I don't like about the clamp: the time it takes to do it, the fact that it's pretty easy to manipulate it if you just really want to, not very hard, especially if you got a little soldering skills in you, But other than that, I really like it. I think it is cool to see who can get the loudest with set amount of watts. That's just one way. We just do it different. We see who can get the loudest with number of inches.
I got to answer this phone call. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry.
yeah, I'm about to jump off. I'm gonna get the baby to bed.
Have a good night, Brad.
No, she had a doctor's appointment today, so she's kind of cranky today.
Right.
Yeah, it's her 4-month checkup. So
All right. Well, after all y'all leave, and I leave too, and we're gonna let Dan sing for us. We'll tune in. He might help put the baby to sleep. What are you gonna sing, Dan?
all right, I'll
Jazz?
We'll see you later.
See you, Brad.
You wouldn't want me singing anything. It's bad enough I've already got the radio voice for the smooth jazz station up here from the first time that I was on. So you definitely don't want to hear me singing.
Right. I need you to do some voiceovers. Alan said he would do some for me. Alan's really kind of upbeat on the microphone.
Yeah,
And-
Alan would work.
And but sometimes you need a little more low key one, right? Anything
Sometimes you need
other
a-
than mine.
Yeah, sometimes it's not so much the tone, but it's the timbre of the voice. If you got that lower resonance, it helps.
I don't. I
It
try to
it
put
depends
in there
on
with
the voiceover work.
Yeah, I try to put in there with the machine, but I come out sounding like Darth Vader.
Sorry, I'm back, everybody.
Right. We're all here on the we call this the no pay. What's the word for that? That makes it sound really awesome. Pro bono.
Pro bono.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not pro bono. I've never liked you two.
Hey, hold on now.
Okay, the movie was nice in Sing 2 where he played the guy, but way too much U2 music in it. But it was a good movie.
I agree with that, Bobby. Absolutely. Hold on. Right there.
Right.
That would be nice. Andy, yeah, you should go live next time.
Or maybe High Five Vega. Come on.
Or Rob, either one.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Sorry, just trying
Oh,
to
that's true. Hi-Fi, yeah. Hi-Fi's got a great comment there on the YouTube feed,
True
man, about
words
the amp.
have never
dyno.
been spoken. That's why the amp dyno kills some amps.
Absolutely.
It can be.
100%.
You want to know if there's a hole in your amplifier? That's a good thing to do with it.
Look, Eddie's trying to call you out again, Melissa.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I actually have two different cars. I have the Sequoia, which has the DC level 618s on a Crescendo 12K. And then I have the Scion that has the 215s on the Crescendos.
And it's walled, right?
Yes, it is.
Right.
We're about to have some fun on April. I can't wait to bring the car back out. It's been down for about 5 months while I was working on it.
Dang.
It happens, Jessica, for sure.
Right. But that's not just her amp. Jessica,
No.
that could be anybody's amp.
I've
That's any.
seen every brand.
Got
do
nothing to do with your amp. It's got to do with
Absolutely.
your speaker.
the Rise.
Yeah. And it's not box rise. Box has got a little something to do with it, but it's really called impedance rise. And
Impedance
that's just a
Rise.
characteristic of the speaker.
I laugh when people say box rise. It's funny.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sure.
Dan, how many times have we made fun of people down here in box rise?
Right.
Box rise is a myth. There is
Right.
no such thing.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll run a walled
You've
and
been
no
doing
wall.
it already. Those
Lit-
first stealth monster, chaos, savage, all those are what I call open classes, and those are mostly what will be our wild classes. And I think those, a lot of those you've been running in already.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can go up, but you just can't go down. That's what I'd
Except
like to try to
C
tell
pillar
everybody.
classes, you got to have a C pillar wall.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Got to be a wall. That's why I created those, because a C pillar, no wall. We have the assassin and all those for that, right? Right. Woo, quarter on. Yeah. That's living on the edge right there. So, hey, how much power do you see out of it, Bubba?
Oh, yeah.
For those of you at home that don't know,
That's
so
the
like,
van, right?
huh?
I think that's the van, if I'm correct. Right,
Well,
Bubba?
I think he's got a little Jeep type thing. I can
I
picture
thought
it.
he had a little Honda.
No. That's
Okay.
It's a little SUV, isn't it?
yeah. It's a little SUV. But for those of you at home that don't know, when you see these guys kind of roll into it slow, roll into the volume slow when they're doing their meter, they're allowing that impedance rise to happen before they hammer on it. Because they just hammer on it real too quick, they'll just go into protect.
0.25, Rise at 3.6. Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. But
So I don't know
that
that
comes years of testing, though.
is that 15K rated at 1 ohm? I'm not that familiar with the amps, but
No. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, it is. You're right. Yeah, it is. I think so. He's got the white Jeep with the big rims on it.
yeah.
Fuego's back to hype yo amps.
Right. Yeah.
I think you got something a little bit bigger than 8's, Brett,
Right.
with that C pillar.
Right.
Nasty little C pillar. I got somebody down here who wants to take that C pillar on, though. I'm not going to lie. Super Dave. Down here with his C pillar.
Yeah, those are two different types, right?
Super Dave has one amplifier right now on his C pillar. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's a
he plays
5K
those.
that's windy.
Huh?
I think
That's
Brett
right.
just hurt you. We did that little demo, and I saw a 63 on the SSA. Now somebody was holding a meter. Where it was, I don't know. But
Brett's Brett's my teammate. It's nasty, and I've heard
Yeah.
some really.
He still got
serious-
subs breaking in,
serious-
so
I don't know. I'm waiting to hear it. I haven't heard it personally, but I know it's nasty. But I throw a
It's
little
nasty
beef
when I was
out there.
taking that
Somebody
video.
down here wants you, Brett. Let's go on that C pillar. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, Bubba, are you coming to Rob's show in Niceville, Florida? You came last year. It was at the racetrack. But Brett's coming. Brett's coming to that show as well.
We got to throw a high five out there. Look. Happy wife, happy life.
Right? Hmm. What's for supper?
I sure did.
Nothing,
Okay.
actually.
I have great footage of his vehicle. Some really good photos of a nice busted windshield.
Yeah, it's loud. I know he's in the 60s, ain't he?
Very loud. Very.
That's freaking amazing for a no wall.
Mm. I think he would actually give Bobby a run for his money. Remember
Bobby.
what? Or was it Bobby? No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Bobby. It was Free Jones.
63, I think. 63, 64.
Yeah. Well, it's not on the numbers. I mean, just the demo. The demo was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Bubba's just loud, man.
Yeah, I watched him
Well,
meter
the
and then had to
61
go
on
over
5K.
there and see what was in his vehicle.
61
Yeah.
on 5K. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Because Free was like running some pretty nasty wattage.
Yo, man. I'm
Free was doing a 63. You're right. Yeah.
30,000 watts or 40, 30 or 40.
30 or 40,000 watts.
Isn't it 4 of those 7,500s?
I think yeah. I think you're right. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen him, but
Well, he doesn't even have that no more. He sold all that. It's something different now.
dang. Hmm.
Something different.
Mhm.
I'm laughing at the comments. You can't see the comments, can you, Melissa?
I cannot.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I gotta wonder if Deviant, if he threw that meter that far, or if that was something else.
Oh my God. Right?
I'd like to see that.
Look at that. Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I imagine Bubba would be missing some doors if he did that. That thing's brutal as it is.
Bubba, do you have four what layer coils do you have? Do you have 8 layer coils or 4 layer coils?
I think they're 8. No, he's got 4-layer coils.
Most people have 4.
I don't know. He's on Team Directronics.
He ain't
so
most people. So
Yeah.
he's
right.
on Team Directronics, so I don't know about that part.
Hey Jimmy, I'll jump into the legendary down at 712, and I'll do what Bubba just said on the Rockville.
What's that? Oh, 75 or 15K per sub?
On the Rockville, we'll see what it'll do.
I'd like to see that.
I'd like to hear it for more than about 3 seconds.
I'd like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. See, I knew they were DTX subs.
Yeah.
So
It's loud. I heard it at the collar show last year. We're at the racetrack.
I had my Dev Bonds on 0.33 for a whole weekend on 7500s that was doing almost 9K a piece.
Well, I'm fixing to put those 12s in my van, and I'm going to wire them at about 3.33. Right, and I'm going to listen to music.
The 7500s, I will say, were by far almost unkillable amps. I put them things through amazing, stupid. The type of stuff that I did with them amps, they shouldn't be. I mean, I made a mistake because they have power, and then on the last one, it's flipped around. So I've made the mistake of putting power in the ground and sparked that amp, and I thought I've killed it. Give it a couple seconds to sit for a minute, and then get back in there. Really, Sam, shut up. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Who is Sam Dunn? We don't know who Sam is.
We don't do that.
By the way, Jimmy, the thing with the Tahoe Club this week, absolutely amazing. Y'all were
pretty fun.
y'all were great.
It was pretty fun. I mean, at the end of it, I had to shut my Tahoe off and actually have it towed home because it started to overheat.
Ooh,
But that was my own stupidity. I was low on coolant, so I can't complain. But yeah, it was fun. It was really, really fun. Sam, I'm your daddy. I've still hit 164 on that meter, Sam, so let's see that. Ouch. I just opened a can of worms right there.
Right.
Sam Dunn is on Teammate Loud.
Yeah,
For those that don't know that.
right.
there ain't many bass heads
Here
that
for this
don't know
before.
who he is. Good Lord.
Right. Amazing guy. It really is.
Yes.
He's a great guy. Well, the real.
They're on 12. Oh, right.
That's what I was laughing at. Sorry.
Yeah.
My wife's home. The animals are going crazy. Can you guys hear my bird upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. He's all the way upstairs. If you guys would, I think I want to borrow that SSA meter one time, Billy. I'm
Right.
gonna put it next to that bird. I bet you he can break 140 decibels. I bet that bird can break 140 decibel, no problem.
Man, I tell you what, I that thing to not have any computer and all that stuff out, and man, it's really nice. Now,
You've heard that bird though, seriously.
yeah.
That
At
bird
that
is
frequency-
loud.
Maybe.
That bird is loud. He will hurt your feelings.
Right.
So out of the four of you, who is grabbing the X? Well, yeah. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say is yeah.
Right.
Might be all of us.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say is yeah. I
So
don't know how else to
far in
say
my
it.
life, I've not owned a subwoofer other than a kicker.
Billy really hasn't. I want to see that vehicle that you have, Billy. Seriously, everybody
Oh, the pickup?
needs this. We need some new life in that vehicle.
Yeah. I need it real bad.
Billy is an amazing builder. Everybody
Thank you.
that don't
But,
know Billy,
it's gonna be
don't
pretty.
let him fool you. Don't let him be humble. Billy is an amazing builder. He really is.
Well, I look
I've seen
forward to
some
getting
of the
my hands
stuff
on
that he has put out. A lot of time, a lot of love, but Billy is an amazing builder.
time.
I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out in the truck.
Man,
We all are, seriously.
Gotta
And
get
he
that
just
dang side.
he still has the old kicker subs in his closet.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting in the van.
The
We had
old
talked,
kicker, the
I
gold
talked
letters.
with Kip. You know, I called him. I said, "Hey, man, I'm fixing to put these 12s in this van. You know, these are old. You don't have them for sale anymore. Do you want me to put these in there? Or do you want to put some other ones in there?" You know, they just didn't really have any other ones, right? And so I'm ready to do it, but I hadn't been able to get in touch with Kip in a little while now. So, but I'm ready to get something done. So I'm gonna in the next few weeks I'm gonna start building on the box. Right. I'm thinking about building a sealed enclosure for them, though. I'll play music with it, dude. I'm gonna ride anything like 26 hours out to Vegas. You know, we'll average of 55. I hope. You know.
Okay.
He
all
just
I'm
said
gonna say.
sealed
Okay.
enclosure in a group full of SPL folks.
Right. Yeah.
It's sealed. That's
I might port them, but it won't be no fourth order. I think these speakers just not made for that. But
no. Oh yes, absolutely, Bubba.
right.
That's what we need to see in that van, Billy, is a clamshell with them
Well,
old subs.
So the
Yes.
van is so long and the tent is so long, right? Clamshells take a little depth behind it, you know. But I think I could do 12 in a flat wall in the van.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the old
No, I could do 12. I could do 12 12s in my Festiva, Billy. You got to have a lot more room than that.
I would
Right.
like to see you do 12
Not that
12
that's what I'm
in that
doing.
Festiva.
Right. But you wouldn't be able to. You would have a
And
hard
be
time
able to
getting
sit
amps in that
in the
thing.
vehicle and drive it.
Do what?
Be driving like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like,
I'd be chewing on the steering wheel, man.
Yeah, I don't want to do that all the way to Las Vegas. Put the tent on the roof, man.
See?
That
I
thing's
agree
kind
with
of
that.
heavy. That thing's kind of heavy.
Well, the tent has wheels. I'm just going to weld a small hitch to the back.
That's right. Why didn't I think of that, man? Those tires bound to be cheaper than our regular car tires to replace.
No, they're not.
David, that's because old
Like
people
on
know
the
what
12
music
month
is.
wait
Ideas.
period. 12-month wait period on the tent wheels.
Right. Man.
Somebody else is gonna have a broken toe.
Yeah. I have a purple toe from nearly the same thing as
Oh, people.
London. Right.
Damn, David called you out on that.
Well, yes, he done busted me, hadn't he? Right.
That's pretty amazing.
But old people know how to catch a fish too.
Right?
Yeah, and I ain't sharing my secret fishing hole.
Right.
We all have a secret fishing hole.
Somebody I know fished for 2 days, only caught one fish in a pond or a bayou full of fish.
That was David.
Believe it
I'll call him
was.
out. That was David. David Bryant.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That's pretty funny.
Mm. Well, I'm
He has
hungry.
the grocery store.
Are
Okay.
you guys gonna stay and party while Dan sings?
All right. We want to hear Dan sing. Come on. Ready, Dan?
La la la.
Get your voice ready. La 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 la.
He'd have to cover like a Creed song.
Oh, you mean what's the line from? There's a DJ up here who loves to hack on Creed and Scott Stapp, their old lead singer, and he always calls it Alter Bridge without the. It's Creed is Alter Bridge without the suck. 'Cause
Right.
Scott Stapp has he's got some personality issues, man, but
Yeah, he does. But I like the band Creed.
band was good.
Once the vehicles are done, you'll hear me demoing them.
I've seen them live and
Me
they
too.
were good.
They were amazing. Yeah.
All right. Before we all show our age tonight, we appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Dan, and everybody else that's came on tonight. Have a great night.
Hey, hit this slam
You've
out.
heard of the Base Wars organization. You've probably considered competing in the Base Wars organization. Friends, it's time to pull the trigger. Base Wars will be attending Slamology, the world's largest automotive and music festival. Yes, friends, you heard that correct. For the first time, Base Wars will be attending Slamology. This is very exciting news, so don't miss your chance to compete with us. You'll enjoy our atmosphere and our laid-back style of competing.